Hello students, welcome back again, and in today's class we will study about oxidation. And oxidation is what? Oxidation of alcohols. Oxidation of alcohols. In previous video we studied that cleavage, after doing the cleavage of COH bond, what all product can we get, and last time we have studied about dehydration. Okay, in that dehydration we studied its mechanism also. Now let's start with today's topic, and that one is oxidation of alcohol. Now student, this oxidation is one of the important concept. Why I'll say? Because this will be helpful for you to do the conversion. How? Let me explain. Now if we have alcohol, first of all let me tell you about oxidation of alcohol. Now if I have alcohol in this way, H, then O and H, here also H. Okay, this is a simple one, CH3OH. Now in this oxidation, when alcohol undergoes oxidation, there would be breakage between, I'll erase this to understand properly, and so we will say that there will be a breakage between CH bond and OH. So if it is so, there will be breakage between CH and OH, and we can get the product as carbonyl compounds. We can get the product as carbonyl compound. So student, pay attention properly here. So in oxidation, it is cleavage of two bonds. It means making and breaking of the bond. Breaking of the bond, it means bond between CH is breaking, bond between OH is breaking, and making of bond. Why I am saying this? Because HH will combine together to form H2, and that's why we are saying that making and breaking of bond occurs in, and this is one of the very important reaction to convert alcohols directly to carbonyl compound. Here I'll give you one example of it. Now if I am having primary alcohol I am taking this example as RCH2OH. Primary alcohols, by using suitable oxidizing agent, we can convert this primary alcohol to aldehyde. Again, on using oxidizing agent, we can convert here aldehyde. We are saying that here there is a formation of aldehyde, and after that this can convert it into carboxylic acids. So student, you can observe it clearly that alcohols can directly also convert it into carboxylic acid. But student, if you want to prepare aldehyde, then you need to use different oxidizing agent. So if you want to stop this reaction at this stage only, then we will be using oxidizing agent, and those oxidizing agent will be, here we can use CrO3. Here we can use as a CrO3. Let me give you an example. If I have CH3CH2OH, this is primary alcohol, and if I am using it as a CrO3, then CrO3 on reaction with this will convert it into CH3CHO. It means easily we can convert ethanol to acetaldehyde. Yes, or we will say that ethanol into ethanol. So this is one of the important process. Okay, so CrO3 we can use it to stop this reaction at aldehydic stage. So is there any more reagent? By using those reagent, can we convert alcohol to aldehydes or not? This again we are going to study in chapter aldehydes and ketones. So yes, not only CrO3, we have few more, that is CrO3 as well as PCC and PDC. These all oxidizing agent can be used to convert. For what purpose we are using it? To convert alcohol to aldehyde. It is also considered as controlled oxidation. What is this? This is controlled oxidation. Controlled oxidation. Okay. Now let's do practice of some questions, so we'll be able to know that how these are converting into alcohols, aldehydes and alcohols. Let's see the reactions. So what is that? Controlled. So it's a controlled oxidation. Okay, let me take one example as CH3, CH2, 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 OH. So we have this alcohol. What is the name of this alcohol? The name of this alcohol would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's a butanol. So when this will react with CrO3, so as we know that there will be a cleavage between CH bond and OH bond, so we can get here as CH3, CH2, CH2, CHO. So butanol, we can convert it into butanol. Now this is about the primary alcohol. Now what about secondary alcohol? Let's see. Okay, before that, before writing that, let me tell you about PCC also. What is this PCC? Often it is used, and widely PCC is used rather than CrO3. So what is the full form of PCC? Let me write. Pyridinium chlorochromate. Pyridinium chlorochromate is the full form of PCC. Let me tell you the full form of PDC also. PDC also used. So PDC is what? Pyridinium. PDC is pyridinium dichromate. PDC is what? Pyridinium dichromate. So one more time I will be telling you the full form of PCC and PDC. PCC is what? It's a pyridinium chlorochromate. And what is this PDC? PDC is pyridinium dichromate. Let's write its formula. So PCC formula is actually formula in examination when you are doing the conversion, simply write it as a PCC. Formula don't require there, but here I am telling you that is pyridinium. It means C5H5N, as it is pyridinium, so positive. Chlorochromate, so CrO3Cl. And here it is pyridinium dichromate, it means C5H5NH. And here it dichromate Cr2O7. So this is the formula of PCC and PDC. Okay, so student, I hope you understood, and when you are doing the conversion, simply do it as a PCC, simply on arrow. Either you can use CrO3 or PCC or PDC. Okay, now let's see that. Now let's take an example of secondary alcohol. Secondary alcohol, if I am taking the example, I am taking in this way as OH, CH, CH3. Okay, what is this? This is isopropyl alcohol. So in isopropyl alcohol we can write, so now what I will be using? I will be using it as a CrO3. So when we can do this reaction, so this can be converting into ketone, or either upside or down also, both the way we can write, and it will convert it into ketone, and that is acetone. So primary, here we will say that is primary alcohol yields aldehydes, and secondary alcohol gives product as a ketones. Okay, now let's see tertiary alcohol. So we'll simply say that tertiary alcohol do not undergo, tertiary alcohol do not undergo oxidation. Tertiary alcohol do not undergo oxidation. And student, this oxidation of alcohol also considered as dehydrogenation. Why it is known as dehydrogenation? Because D, it means removal, hydrogen hydrogen is getting removed, that's why it is dehydrogenation. So tertiary alcohol is not undergoing oxidation reaction because it requires the gastric condition. So in next concept, let's see that oxidation of alcohol. So oxidation of alcohol can be occurred by passing primary alcohol over a copper at the temperature of 573 Kelvin. Now if I am having this as a primary alcohol, CH3, CH2, CH2OH. So this is primary alcohol. Primary alcohol will convert itself into aldehyde of same number of carbon atom. So or second, if I'll take the secondary alcohol, or I can take another example also, CH2, CH3. Okay. So as we know that 573 Kelvin, so we know that. So where there will be introduction from this side only, the bond between CH and OH will do breakdown, and we can get product as CH3 C double bond O, and rest of all is CH2 CH3. So in this situation we got it aldehyde, and here we are getting ketone. And let's see the third one. In third, if we have tertiary alcohol, when tertiary alcohol passed over copper at the temperature of 573 Kelvin, these alcohols are undergoing dehydration and removing water molecules and converted itself into alkene. So student, we need to keep in mind that alcohols are whenever alcohols react with copper at at same temperature, primary alcohol gives aldehyde, secondary alcohol ketone, but tertiary alcohol are giving alkene. So student, I hope in today's topic whatever we have studied, that all you understood very well. So do study, do practice the questions from NCERT, and if you have any doubt, please ask me. Thank you students, and have a good day ahead.